your money don't go very far. So people need to start smartening up and stop just thinking of themselves. Stop all of this.
Because automatically they got people on the trick with this COVID. This COVID came from out of nowhere. COVID-19.
Come on.
But after 3 months, those payments, you have to pay those payments back instantly. It's not like it's broken up where it can go back to the tail end, which means you'll be losing your houses. You'll be losing what's supposed to build wealth, and you'll be starting all over again. I mean, have people been thinking?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So when we're looking at it, look, people who have been fighting this, we've been fighting this battle for like 30 years, right? We've been in this battle for upliftment of black people for 30 years, my wife and I, right?
Right. How are you so conscious at the age of 18, straight out of high school? First thing you do on campus is join OAAU, Organization of African Black American Unity. Mm-hmm. Right. So how are you so conscious? You know, and while you're taking your college curriculum, you know, you're taking black study classes as well. Right, Dr. Mims? On campus fighting for issues that affected black students. You participated in sit-ins and wrote letters, and then you see these people who do nothing but just get on Twitter, who haven't lifted a finger, who haven't did anything, and all they do is run their mouths. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't watch the news. They don't know which bills was passed. They are just totally clueless, and all they know about is just memes. And I'm going to rock with him because he was with President Obama, and that's all you know. Meanwhile, your mama, daddy, cousin, friend, whoever is in jail, you know, over
something that he did.
Exactly.
Something that he paid.
Or you can't find a job. Or your mother, sister, brother can't find a job. You got family members that's sick, can't afford their medications. And then you have some damn black people still walking around talking about, we don't need reparations.
Look, you know, when you come in, you've been 30 years in this game, right? You've been 30 years. This is when we call it the game because everything is a game. You know what I'm saying? The music game, but it's business, right? So when you've been in this game, and when you've been in this game for 30 years long, right, fighting this, you get tired of...
I'm sorry, popping fresh people. I just thought about this. At the age of 18, doing voter registration. This is way before the rock the vote. This is being young, walking around, registering people, running back and forth to the Board of Elections before anybody told you to do it. And then these idiots want to get on all over social media telling you what you should do and what have you did and this and that. Meanwhile, they ain't did nothing but just damn Twitter fingers. And everybody have an opinion but have no political education at all.
None.
Hell, some no education at all. So, no common sense at all. And then you have some that have book sense, but no common sense. I mean, it's just frustrating that people make stupid ass decisions, and then they look around dumbfounded.
Talking about why did this happen?
Why did this happen? Like what they say with Obama. Well, he couldn't do nothing for us. Well, okay, so but when Obama his first term. Wasn't the Senate predominantly
for the first 2 years?
For the first 2 years,
and the Republicans played him like a fiddle.
So he could have been pushing shit through. But the same, what did Trump do when his ass first got in?
He started
pushing shit through. But Obama didn't. You know, I'm just tired of people who aren't intelligent enough to be fucking objective. Sit back, look at everything. How you riding for somebody who don't even know your damn name? You're supposed to be riding for yourself, your family, and your people. You're not even smart enough to look at what's going on in your family and the situation your children are in. But President Obama, let me go on and vote for Biden because we got to get because what they doing to the immigrants? Well, what the hell are they doing to the black community?
Okay, I'm gonna get on them because I'm gonna get on that jet. See the jet.
I mean, it's just. It makes no sense. But I'm sorry, go back to that. I'm just tired of people being damn stupid.
30 years, you get tired.
You get tired of it, especially when you was out there in it. You know, being someone who was out there in it at the age of 18.
So you get tired because people don't take the time to even get the knowledge. People don't even know. They think people actually think, this is how some black people think in this country. They think that if you're nice, if you're nice to Caucasians, if you pray with Caucasians, if you love on Caucasians, if you do all that they're going to somehow treat you right and put you in the right place. But if you would just study, his story, if you would just study, that does not work. And this interview here showed you exactly. He was condescending to Charlamagne.
He was very.
But Charlamagne got him. We are so tired 30 years in. And just think about the people who came before. Think about the people who died. Think about Fannie Lou Hamer. Think about Ella Baker. Right? I'm talking about women now. Yeah. Think of Ida B. Wells.
They put their lives on the line. They put their bodies on the line. Beat and abused and fighting for the rights of their people. And, it's just frustrating. Some people so damn stupid. Well, you got to get out there and vote for Biden because Trump is out there. Who gives a fuck? I'm not. Trump needs to bring something to the table too. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not voting for Trump either. But just because of Trump, what the hell? What do you have to fucking do with Trump? I mean, excuse my French, but we got to get Biden in with the lesser of the two evils.
Not a lesser two evils. They both slave masters.
That's just like having poison in this hand, a bunch of poisonous pills in this hand, and poisonous liquid in this hand. Well, let me go and take the pills, because if I take the liquid, it's going to digest in the system a lot further, faster, and kill me maybe 2 or 3 minutes quicker. No, you don't take either of the poison. You're not going to take it in pill format, and you're not going to take the damn poison in liquid format. Or the lesser of the two evils. You sound like a damn fool.
Think of Dorothy Height.
Right.
Dorothy Height. She was there when Obama was elected. She thought that we had got to the promised land, and she went, I don't know if she went away totally contented because she got way up in age in her 80s, and then she passed on, right? But she thought that we had got to the promised land with President Obama, right? And come to find out, President Obama didn't even believe in black people having. It's all on the internet. All you have to do is go to YouTube and type in President Obama talking about reparations, or type in President Obama talking about people who came from a certain lineage or a certain line in America would not necessarily would not be successful or not be able to actually be elected president because of the baggage that goes along with being ADOS. Right. Or, as we call it, the American black. Right. Coming here having this lineage, because his lineage is Kenyan and Kansas. Living in Hawaii, being raised by white grandparents who the grandmother would use the N-word. He said it. And he always, and how you know that he was always trying to be a person that would try to get approval and get love. When they sat up there with Barbara Bush, when they were sitting up there on some panel, and then
Michelle had to tap him
because he was talking to Barbara Bush like that was his mother or something, or his grandmother. Right? And then she had to tap him like, am I not sitting here? Am I not your wife? Am I not sitting here? Go back and watch the videotape, people, and find out why people who have been fighting this,
Right.
We've been in it 30 years in the game, right? Collectively, between us, 60 years, but 30 years individually, we've been fighting this, right? Been fighting for the upliftment of black people. And just go watch the video and find out why people who think like us say, we don't want to see another Obama. We want to see someone that comes straight from the line of the lineage to get in and tell them where to get off. They're going to get in there and fight and not suffer from low self-esteem. If you don't think Obama suffered from low self-esteem and you thought he was all cool, just look at how he kowtowed to white people. How he let them run a game on him for 2 years. They strung it out until they could win the House, win the Senate and the House. They strung it out on him, and he seemed like a sucker in the end.
Just go read his autobiography, right? He talks about how he has low self-esteem. You remember that State of the Union? When that that man yelled out to him, "You a lie." Now fast forward today. Let somebody try that on the president that's in office now. You a lie. You don't think you had him marched out there?
He had a sergeant of arms escort him out. That's what Obama should have done. He said, a lie, and he should have said, Sergeant of Arms, Robert's Rules of Etiquette.
You got to have a back of steel. I mean, it was to the women you named. Those women.
Some named women.
Those women were strong women.
If you don't know those names and you're a black woman, and the names that are associated to those names that are associated to those names that are women, then what's wrong with you as a black woman? Seriously, they're talking about the black women vote 98%, black men voted 81%, but come to find out, when you check out the statistics, you find out when Obama was first running, black women didn't vote for him. Didn't vote for him in resounding numbers. So it's all the same. So that issue is a non-issue when you're in the battle as black people to be placed in your rightful place. It doesn't matter if you are a Democrat.
Has the stats up on
Breaking Brown. If you don't, it doesn't matter if you are a so-called liberal or so-called Republican or so-called conservative, or you are a red party, green party, a libertarian, and it doesn't matter if you're black. Your main purpose is to put black people in their rightful place in this country. For being the ones that, if it wasn't for us, this country wouldn't be the richest country. And as you see, as they bring in other immigrants, none of the immigrants can do it. The immigrants are traitorous and treacherous and all that because they haven't been here in this country that long, right? So this right here, this whole Biden interview and everything has opened up a lot. And again, when you see that movie that I talked about, which is Confessions of a Nazi Spy, and watch what happened. They were bringing in German immigrants in to take factory jobs. Black people who had built this, who only wanted a fair shake, just like today. And this Democrat Party is talking about immigrants and immigration and not about black people, right?
But they want you to come out and vote.
They want you to come out and vote for your own worst interest.